Howdy, ladies and gentlemen. We got another 2-Minute Tuesday coming at you today. Blessing your week, blessing your Tuesday. We got with me, Gabe Anderson. And today we're going to be talking about the proper mentality going into a dial day.
Couple things, especially for like brand new agents. You got to understand you're the worst that you're ever going to be. You're the most stressed. You're the most anxious. You know the least.
Correct.
And so your mentality and your posture going into a dial day is literally going to be everything. For new agents, for experienced agents, it doesn't matter. And there's a few things that you can do that are super simple, especially if you have no experience. And the things that have helped me a ton, the things that you taught me, especially when I was brand new and I was working leads that were a little bit older. As a new agent, most of our agents are working older leads. It can be kind of frustrating because you're getting a lot more no's. You're talking to a lot more people. And so a few ways that you need to kind of prepare yourself for a dial day. One, you have to come in with the right mindset. The mindset needs to be that, I am looking for people who need this, who are looking for me. They know I'm going to be calling them. They need this protection, and you're there to serve them.
Correct. You have to. I hope none of you guys dial the phones hoping like, oh, I hope this person needs life insurance. I hope they're looking for it. Like, no, dude, they actually filled out a form. Think about the mentality of they filled out either a piece of mail or filled out a form online, sent it to a complete stranger and raised their hand and said, please help me.
Exactly.
With life insurance. And then the second thing I want to point out, which you said was really good, where you're having a good mentality. Perspective drives performance. Because I've seen this time and time again where agents get discouraged because they're working cheap aged leads. Well, let's talk about the flip side of that. Think about if we gave a brand new agent, we're like, all right, we're going to start you out at strong point leads, $50 a pop, and you got 50 strong point leads that are $50 each. And you start as a brand new agent dialing those. Talk about the stress levels.
Exactly.
Of like every little F up, $50, another 50, you just F that up. All right, you're $200 in 30 minutes into dialing. Flip that to, dude, I get to work cheap age leads and I have all these reps. And if I mess it up, it's not that big of a deal. I'm so thankful that these leads are so cheap. And I'm so thankful I have so many freaking leads to call. And I have 150 or I have 200 versus only a 25 or a 50 pack. And if I mess it up, it's not a big deal because the lead only cost a couple bucks.
The reason that I talk about this is because when I was first working aged leads, one is I didn't do it for a while. You told me to buy these leads and I didn't because I didn't want to work them. I was told that they were not good and I was just the complete wrong mindset about it. Mm-hmm. And then I started working those leads and that's when I had my biggest months and my biggest weeks and my biggest days. Because I went into it with like the right mentality. And there's been times where I've gotten on the phones and I've just been like, why would anybody buy? These leads are a year, 2 years old. They forgot about it. They don't know I'm calling.
I love them.
And I went into the day with that mindset and it did not work out at all, as you can imagine.
I really want to hammer this home, not to be repetitive, but what you said is so important. If you sit down at your desk and you think these are old leads, I don't know if they're going to work. I don't know if anybody needs life. I promise you, you're going to have terrible results.
Exactly.
No one is going to need life insurance and everyone is going to tell you to fuck off. But if you go into a dial day and you're like, hey, I'm ready. I've got a good mindset. I'm going to help some families today. These people need my help. And also, you guys may have heard me say this before, but every morning at 7 a.m., I would sit down at my desk and look at the sheet. And this is morbid, but helped me tremendously, where I would say somebody on the sheet's going to die tomorrow and I'm the only person that knows. And that helped my mindset so much.
Yeah. And doing it each day.
Yes.
Even after like a day where maybe you don't have much success.
Yes.
Is keeping that mentality. So sales is simply just a transfer of energy. And if you go in with the right energy and with the right mentality, you're going to get that reciprocated just from the people on the phones. This is all done before your first dial, right? If you don't have the right mindset going into it, it doesn't even make much sense to hop on the phones.
You're effed.
Because you already put yourself behind. But now you do make your first dial. One thing that you want to do is you want to talk with your hands. Okay. You want to be engaged in the conversation so that the client is engaged as well. Mm-hmm. You also want to talk very clear. You want to talk super clear. You want the client to understand you.
How can agents talk more clearly?
They can slow down. A lot of new agents talk super fast. If you get a call from somebody and they're talking really fast, you immediately think they're trying to sell you something. Or a lot of it just doesn't even process.
You're just disengaged.
Exactly.
Not only slowing it down, but over exaggerating your mouth movement. I just had a new agent that was dialing in my office yesterday. I told him those two things and then he slowed it down. I'm like, bro, you need to over exaggerate each word you're saying and over move your mouth.
Exactly.
It should be to the point where it should feel uncomfortable how slow you're talking, and it should also feel uncomfortable how much you're moving your mouth when you dial clients. And if you're doing those two things and it feels uncomfortable, you're doing it right.
That's a switch that I had to make as well. And you're great at that. And I know a few other people are great at that. And I've become a little bit better at that as well. It's just emphasizing your words. And also, one thing you taught me was just to have like a slight smile.
Yes.
Like when you're talking to the clients, like have a slight smile, be positive, but be professional and guide them through the process.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, this has been awesome. Thank you, Gabe.
No problem.